Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about a bag that I recently bought. Now, I bought this for a very specific reason. It does have some special features that do make it appropriate for carrying concealed, but you don't have to use it that way. I do feel like it's just a really nice stylish bag. It seems very well made and I haven't had any problems with it any of the times that I've carried it so far. So I wanted to bring you my review on it, and I just wanted to give you an option for if you are in the market for a concealed carry bag. A lot of them, I feel like, in my opinion, don't take it personal if you like them, but in my opinion, a lot of the concealed carry bags that I saw on Amazon were just not necessarily a style that I would want to carry. A lot of them are kind of very loud and out there, and I just wanted something very, very subdued. So I was really happy to find this one. I did pay around $70 for it. As you guys know, prices with Amazon go up and down constantly. So I will leave a link down below so that you can check it out. I did also find this on a couple other retailers a few months ago, back whenever I bought this. So if I can find it again, I will leave links down below for every retailer that I can find it at. And it is the Browning Miranda bag. This is what it looks like. It's a little crinkled because I had it just sitting on the counter last night, but this is what it looks like. We will go over to the table and look at it more in depth in a minute, but I just want to kind of talk to you a little bit about the features of the bag and why I bought it and why it might be a good thing for you to look into. So while this is marketed as a bag that you can concealed carry your pistol in or whatever, I don't feel like you necessarily need to carry that in order to use this bag. I feel like it's a really good bag to use if you carry any sort of personal defense items on you, especially if you have small children around. I know that it's constantly a concern, even though my son is very, very young. He's constantly into things. He wants to pick up every single little thing. So I knew that I wanted to get something that had locking compartments on it so that way, I won't say that you eliminate the risk entirely of bad things happening, but it would greatly reduce the risk. I also chose this bag just because I really liked the style. Like I said, I wanted something more subdued. This does have the Browning logo on it, which I don't particularly love. I mean, it's an okay logo, but I would just prefer not to have any logos at all whatsoever. But at least it doesn't look like a typical concealed carry purse. And I feel like for me, if I'm out and about, I would prefer not to advertise the fact that I might have personal defense things on me, just for my own personal safety and so that someone might not see what's coming if they try to attack. Because here's the thing, guys, it is getting not that safe out there in a lot of different cities and stuff. And even just a couple days ago, I was putting my groceries away in the Walmart parking lot. This was at like 10 a.m. and a guy came up and accosted me, and it was a little nerve-wracking, but I knew that if I needed to, I had something to protect myself, because you really can't depend on other people to come to your aid. You know, like I was basically yelling and screaming at this guy to back the F up, and he just kept coming at me. So luckily, he got scared off and I didn't have to do anything, but I was prepared if I had to do something. So I feel like it's very important in this current climate to be aware of your surroundings and always have something on you to protect yourself. You could have pepper spray, one of those Kubutan sticks. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but you know, those little metal things. You could have little cat keychains and any other type of, thing like a pocket knife or something. I carry most of those things on me. So I do feel like if you do carry any of those things, even if you don't have small children around, you don't want necessarily to advertise the fact that you have these things on you. And in some instances, it might get you in a little bit of trouble if people were to see them. So I feel like it's best to just have a locking compartment. That way, if you were to drop your bag or whatever, the risk is reduced for things happening. And I do feel like it's important to note that if you are going to carry any sort of personal defense things on you, make sure that you try them out, like practice. If you're going to keep it in your purse, whatever it is, it doesn't matter if it's pepper spray or something else, practice pulling it out of your bag, practice having access to it. That way, it's just muscle memory. When something goes down, if God forbid you have to defend yourself, you will be prepared to do that, hopefully. So, all right, let's go over to the table. I'm gonna show you the full bag, go over measurements and all that kind of stuff, and kind of show you what you can fit in it and everything else. So let's get started. All right, guys, so this is the bag up close. You can see that it is a kind of dusty black color. It's almost like a charcoal black. You do have the nice little tassel here. It's a little large and in charge, but I'm okay with it. I like it. Now, you do have these kind of sides that go in like this. There are buttons on the sides so that you can kind of pin this shut, or you can have it fully opened so that it's more like a tote style. And then it goes like that. It does have removable handles right here for a large crossbody strap. It's fairly long. I'm not a small woman by any means, and it looks fine whenever I wear it crossbody. So I do enjoy that part of it. And then you do have nice little supple handles here. The closure is a kind of magnetic snap button closure. The inside is just one large compartment. And then you do have this pocket here, but it is your locking pocket for whatever concealed kind of personal defense items you want to carry in there. And then here is the back of it, which shows your additional entry to the same compartment. So you have 3 different entries to one compartment, and these are locking. So this is what it looks like whenever you were to open it up, and then you can reach in here and pull out whatever weapon of your choice, and then you can use these keys to actually lock it. So you just put it in here, turn one time, and it locks or unlocks, and then you cannot pull it down. Like, it is locked tight. And all 3 of the entries lock exactly the same way. Now, personally for me, if I'm just carrying this bag and I don't have my child around or anything, I'll just leave the keys here. But if my child is gonna be around, I will take these off. They do just have the little like kind of ball chain, I think this is called, little thingy here, so that you can take that off. Now here is the inside compartment. It also, like I said, has a lock, and it has your keys here. You open it up and it leads directly into here, which leads out here. So it's a full through and through, and if you were to open up the other side, you can reach all the way through. Now inside this pocket, you do have a holster. It comes with the bag. It looks like this. It's a pretty basic holster. Has a little like kind of Velcro thing here and Velcro all the way around. And there is Velcro on the inside of this. It's black, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it is all right here so that this actually will adhere to it. That way it holds it in place. Now, I will tell you that for me, I can't use this. The largest of my concealed carry type of things is way too big for this. Like, I can fit the barrel in here, but it will not like smoothly pull out, and it actually pulls the slide back whenever I try to do that. So it's just way too small for that. My smallest one will kind of fit, but I really don't love the feel of this and how it pulls the slide whenever I do try to draw out of here. So I will be picking up just a completely different one to throw in there. So let's go over some measurements real quick. First, I'm going to tell you the size all the way across the top of the bag with it opened up. And don't take these as gospel, guys, because everyone's going to measure slightly differently, but this is roughly 16 inches across from the top of the bag. Inches across the bottom of the bag, I'm going to be measuring it from here. That is about 12 inches. And as for how wide it is about 5 inches wide. And then for the height of the bag, it is just under 10.5 inches tall. And then for your drop on your handles right here, these, I'll tell you that measurement, 6 inches. Now for your crossbody strap, it does go longer and shorter. So I have mine kind of right in the middle. There is 2 holes on this side. I have it on the middle hole, and then there's 2 holes on this side. So the measurement from where I have it right now is about 43.5 inches. And that is measuring from the D-ring to the D-ring. Now you'd probably have about an additional 3 inches if you were to have this on the shortest or longest loop. So roughly 43, 46 inches, depending on, you know, how you want to measure that, but it's a pretty decently long crossbody strap. Now, as for functionality, I will tell you that typically I don't love bags this floppy. It does feel really, really nice. I believe this is genuine leather, but I can't remember. I will put it in the description box. And the inside does feel like a suede kind of material, but it is kind of floppy. So what I like to do is I bought a little insert like this on Amazon. I have a full review of this. I'll link that down below if you are interested in that. But I bought it specifically for this bag, and it ended up just working out perfect for pretty much every single bag that I carry on a day-to-day basis. So once you put that in here, you can see it gets so much more structure to it. I love that, especially since it is an open compartment. It's kind of, you know, it gets messy if you don't have something in there to, you know, keep everything organized. So this works perfect. I love it. And it also still allows me to have access to this pocket because it's above the line of the organizer, and it does not interfere with being able to stick something in the back pocket because there's still plenty of room back here where I can put any sort of weapon I might want in here. Now, just to show you a little bit the inside of the bag, you do have that pocket on the back wall right here that leads into your locking compartment. There is also attached right here a little key ring thing, which I really like. You can stick your car keys on here, your house keys, and then just kind of pull that out of your bag and not have to like search for everything. So I do enjoy that they put that in there. But other than that, that's the only pockets you get in there. So I would highly, highly recommend getting an organizer for it if you do plan on using this. Now, one thing that I will tell you is that this is a very soft, supple bag, but I can already tell you, I'm pretty sure this top portion here, if you use it too like rigorously, or if you don't take care of it. I tend to baby my bags, but not everyone does. This will probably start to crack the little sealant that is on here. So just be forewarned, it's that kind of bag that will do that. And also these crossbody straps, this is not super, super thick. It's a pretty thin leather here. Like it's standard, but if you're gonna be carrying a lot of heavy stuff and having a heavy weapon in your bag, you know, something to think about. Maybe try to use the crossbody strap less and use your handles more, because these are quite nice. They're pretty thick and I feel like they're made pretty well. Now I have practiced with this, and for me, I've noticed that I like to carry my bag on this arm. So for me, I would typically, if I'm just, you know, walking around, I would have this compartment open, like not open, but unlocked. That way if something were to go down, I could stick my hand right in here and draw if I needed to. And if I'm wearing it crossbody, I noticed that having access to the top pocket here is easier than going in from the side because it does hang lower. So if I'm carrying it crossbody, I would have this unlocked and ready to go just in case. So get comfortable with it if you're gonna have something like this, and know which way is best depending on which way you carry it. So there you go, guys. That is my full review of this beautiful bag. Browning does have some other bags that I feel like are pretty decent. They do, I feel like, make some of the more fashionable concealed carry bags. I feel like this is a really great option if you want to have something that doesn't look like you're packing. And like I said, even if you just carry pepper spray or a knife or something like that, it's really nice to have something that can secure those items so that you don't have to worry about accidents happening as much. So there you go, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.